Okay guys, welcome to part 2 of my fragrance collection. In this part, I'm going to be taking you through some more of my Middle Eastern fragrances, and then we'll be flipping over to my glass display to go through the fragrances. So if you haven't watched part 1, please go ahead and check it out. I show my Kayali fragrances and the start of my Middle Eastern scents, and I sort of showed you a little bit about my collection to see how I display my fragrances. I do have 3 sections that I display my fragrances. I've got a bookcase, I've got shelves, and I've also got a glass unit that I use to display. In summary, I arrange my fragrances by house and also in sections. So I've got Middle Eastern scents together, I've got my Kayali fragrances together because I've got quite a bit of them, I've got my niche fragrances together, and I've also got my designer fragrances together, but also categorized by house. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing more about my Middle Eastern fragrances, then definitely keep on watching. Okay, just for ease, as you can see, I'm raising my hand. I am quite short and my collection is quite high, so I don't think taking it off, showing you, and then I don't know. I think I might be able to do that, but if it starts getting tedious, I might just change the angle a little bit, but just so you know. Okay, so the first fragrance that I have is from Al's. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I wish you could see how short. It's like I'm raising my hand all the way up so you can see. So bear with me. Let me change the angle. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go with this angle. Right, so the first fragrance is from Al Zafran, and I think this might be the only fragrance I have from this house. This perfume looks really luxe. It's super inexpensive. I saw someone talk about it on TikTok and I immediately had to try it. It comes in a velvety type of bag, you know, customized with the name of the brand. Like, it's really nice quality. It's an EDP. Like I said, it's from Al Zafran. In this one, there's cedarwood, there's sandalwood. It's quite earthy. There is vanilla in it, but it takes a long time to fully dry down. It's super complex. It takes a while to really get to the dry down, but overall it's very warm. It's definitely alluring. I would most likely wear this during the colder months. It's one of those fragrances that I feel like a little bit goes a long way. It does open up with some citrus notes. It does have coffee in it, so it is quite powerful, quite earthy, and yeah, really strong. So if you don't like strong scents, then yeah, I mean, it could pass off a little bit oody as well. So yeah, just be mindful. If you don't really like strong scents, then this is probably not the one for you. So next up, I've got a few Orientica perfumes I'd like to go through. The first one is this luxe, super luxe looking, looks like royalty. Love the stones on it, love the packaging. It's a very beautifully crafted fragrance from Orientica, and this one is called Amber Rouge. So this one is likened to be a dupe for the Baccarat Rouge 540, but personally I think it's closer to the X-Straight than it is just BR 540. But a lot of people have said it smells more like that to me. Like I said, kind of leans more towards the X-Straight. I'd say this is warm. You've got that fluffy, marshmallowy type of smell. It is spicy, beautiful floral. I quite like it. It's got saffron in it, and I always say anything with saffron, you get that lovely spicy floral. And yeah, if you love the Baccarat Rouge 540, then you definitely like this one. It's long lasting. I really like it. It's super luxe. Look at that. Just look at the cap. It just, yeah, super luxe. I adore. Next up is Art Bellissimo Exotic. This is also by Orientica. I've got one of two from this particular line of Orientica. This has coconut in it. It's got vanilla. It's quite powdery. It's also very, very sweet. I like to combine this with a lot of my coconut scents. When you spray it, you get a bit of citrus, but then it quickly becomes very creamy, very lactonic. You've got that vanilla and coconut sort of working really well together, and a musky, warm, dry down. So yeah, if you're looking for a good coconut scent, this is definitely her. Love the packaging of this one as well. And the other Art Bellissimo that I have is the Romantic. This one is likened to be a dupe for Perfumes de Marly Delina. I really love this one. It's a beautiful rose floral scent, citrus. You've also got some spiciness to it. Just for me, I prefer it than the Delina scent. The Delina scent sort of smells quite stale on my skin, but on my husband's skin it smells amazing. So he wears the Delina and I wear this one. This one sort of just translates a lot better on me as well. But yeah, you definitely try this one if you want that whole Delina-esque feel. Next one is this gem. This one is Melody de Orientica from Orientica Perfumes. It's also a beautiful white floral scent. You do have some citrus notes in it. It's got neroli. I really do like neroli. It's nice flower, and the scents tend to be they tend to be citrus. So if you've got like bergamot, lemon at the top, and you've also got neroli, you do get that powerful citrus kick, but more in a floral, slightly bitter type of note, which I really, really like, because like I said, I am a citrus girl at heart. But yeah, it's also got vanilla in there in the dry down. There's also rose, there's jasmine. So this, to me, it's a good... I do get a lot of soapiness, but it does transform over time, and then I do get some of the musky scent and then the vanilla. It's just one of those fragrances that for me just had to grow on me. It wasn't an immediate love at first sniff, but when I'm looking for a white floral that's got some depth to it, I definitely reach for this one. So those are the fragrances that I have from Orientica Perfumes. So next up, I want to talk about these fragrances from Arabiat Prestige. They sent me 3 of the Nyla fragrances, and this one is Nyla Vanille, Vanille. There's a little hyphen there. But anyway, I love the packaging of these bottles. They remind me of like Genie in a bottle, you know, Unleash the Potion type of scent. So I really do love the packaging. I do have detailed reviews of this on my Instagram, but this one for me is a better dupe to Bianco Latte. I feel like it's smoother. It does give off exactly that essence. So you've got a bit of Eclair, a bit of Billie Eilish, a bit of Bianco Latte, really well blended, and I absolutely adore it. It's got jasmine, it's got vanilla in it, it's also got tonka bean, and it's got caramel, so it's quite a warm, cozy type of vanilla fragrance. Next up is Nyla, and this one has more of a rose gold bottle. This one is a fruity gourmand scent, so it's quite creamy but also very fruity, which I love. It has coconut, it also has peach in there, peach nectar. It's a bit tropical in the opening, and then you've got like a floral middle, but it's also fruity as well. And then you've got that warmth in the base, which has some depth to it, with the vanilla as well in the fragrance. So I really do like this one. I feel like it's a creamy fragrance, but still a fruity fragrance nonetheless. Is there vanilla in this? Now that I'm thinking about it, not sure if there's vanilla. There's something vanilla essence in this that makes it quite a creamy, fruity gourmand anyway, but I do like this one as well. And the last one from this line of the Arabia perfumes is Suede. So I really like this one. This one is an unsung hero. It's got coconut, it's also got praline, and it's got ylang ylang as well. It does have leather, which gives it some depth, but the leather is not overdone. It doesn't overpower the fragrance. It still has that vanilla milky essence to it with floral, cashmere wood to give it some depth. Like, this is a deep creamy gourmand fragrance that just transforms. It transforms over time. I really love it. It's a floral gourmand fragrance and I love this. I think the woodiness of it just gives it that extra depth. The leather as well gives it that extra depth and is one that I highly recommend that people try. So next up, also from Arabiat, we've got Cranberry Musk. And let's just get into the packaging for a second. Look at how beautiful this is crafted. It's such a gorgeous bottle. It smells exactly what it says. It's got cranberry, it's got musk, it's fruity, it's floral. It's absolutely delicious. You also have jasmine in there, and there's vanilla, there's sandalwood, but predominantly what I smell is the cranberry and the musk, hence the name. So it's very strong in essence when it comes to its cranberry, but I love this. Other mentionable notes, there's lotus flower in there, there's freesia, but like I said, it's mostly the cranberry and the musk with maybe a hint of the vanilla in the dry down that I normally get from this, and I'm not mad at it. It's cranberry done well. It looks the part and it smells the part. And the other one is Blueberry Musk, and yep, you guessed it, the packaging is absolutely gorgeous and it literally says exactly what to expect. You've got blueberry and you know, it smells like blueberry. There's no musk. No, actually, no, I take it back. You've got blueberry in the opening. You've also got oak musk in the base. So it is exactly like it says. So there's blueberry, there's blackberry, there's also lavender, there's rose, there's vanilla, there's patchouli, there's oak musk as well. But like I said, similar to the cranberry, what I get is mostly the blueberry, maybe a bit of the lavender, but I also get the oak musk and the vanilla. It's fruity, it's juicy, it's delicious. I absolutely love wearing this in the spring summer months. I wore it quite a bit this time when I received it from the brand, and both of these fragrances to me are amazing. Like, you could already see where this one is, and I only just got it a couple of months ago. Now, who remembers this one from Latafa? So this is Kaltat Al Arabia Royal Blends from Latafa. When this one came out, everybody wanted it. It's a fruity fragrance. It's spicy. It's warm. It's sweet. I quite like it. You know, it's not a bad fragrance. It's been a while since I've worn it. Yeah, for me, I do feel like there's a little bit of oud in there, but it's just woody. It's a bit spicy. It's fruity. You've got a bit of apple in there. So yeah, it's not a bad fragrance. It's just one of those fragrances that I forget that I've got in my collection, but it's a good affordable scent. Okay, I've got two fragrances, I believe, or maybe one, I'm not sure. No, I've got two fragrances from Al Absa Perfumes. This is another fragrance house that I discovered this year, and this fragrance is called Sahir, and this is a dupe for Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier, so JPG Scandal, and I like this one. I prefer it to Scandal. I also reviewed this on my Instagram. It's a really, really nice fragrance, flirty, fruity, sweet, gourmand-esque type of fragrance. Definitely worth the purchase. You could tell I've already used quite a bit of it, and I only just got this a couple of months ago as well. So this is a really, really good scent. And then the other one from them is Bint Al Amal, also from Al Absa Perfumes, and this one is a dupe for one of the Good Girls, the one that comes in a black and gold or black and yellow bottle. And this as well, it's a really nice formulation, so definitely check these ones out, and the performance is not bad at all. So again, like I said, I've got reviews on my Instagram, so definitely check them out. And finally, from Al Absa Perfumes, I've got Nazma. Nazma is actually the first one that I tried from the brand, and this is a beautiful floral woody fragrance. I'll say it does have the DNA of Delina exclusive, but not Delina exclusive. Like, there's a combination of quite a few floral fragrances that this one reminds me of, but it's so unique in itself. I don't know how to describe it. It's absolutely delicious. There's almond, coffee, there's jasmine, there's rose in this, there's tonka bean, there's cacao, there's sandalwood. So you can imagine that combination of notes, including jasmine, lemon, if I haven't mentioned that. That just sort of reminds me of quite a few fragrances that I have combined. But it is a very delicious, full-bodied fragrance, great performance, and I highly recommend her. As a matter of fact, I feel I do need to wear her again really soon. And the only one that I have from Al Watina fragrance is Rose Mystery Intense. Now, when I first got my nose on this fragrance, I was like, freaking insane. It's delicious. I had just recently gone to Harvey Nichols to sample a few initial fragrances. At the time, I just bought my aphrodisiac, what is it, something aphrodisiac, I can't remember now. So I just bought that, and I was sampling a lot of the fragrances. So I remembered Atomic Rose as one of the fragrances that I wanted to pick up. After sampling this one, trying it on, wearing it, you know what, I haven't bought Atomic Rose because this gives me everything that I need. This is a good alternative to Atomic Rose. You definitely get woodiness, you get the rose, you get some citrus. It does have agar wood. It's got wood in it, so it does have that kind of woody sensation, but not overly done. Like, it's nice, it's spicy, it's got that rose, it's got frankincense, so it's a little bit smoky as well. This is a really well done fragrance, and the quality is just simply out of this world, and the performance as well is just incredible. They knocked this one out. They knocked this one out. Now, these two fragrances, I got them from TikTok shop, so I don't even know anything more than what's on the bottles, to be honest. So it says Amora Nuit Rose Gold and Amora Bint Malika, and they just smell to me like fruity fragrances. Like, if you were going to mix, probably this one, the closest just off the jump, I'd say smells like Good Girl. Good Girl, and maybe if Black Opium had a baby with Good Girl. That's the way I describe it. And then the other one, probably, and you could tell I haven't really worn these fragrances, so I can't even tell you what the performance is like. Again, a bit of Good Girl, a bit of La Belle, a bit of La Vie Belle, just yeah. So anyway, I got them from TikTok shop, and they're super inexpensive, but you know, sometimes you just want easygoing, fruity floral fragrances with a bit of creaminess. I can mix it with some other fragrances as well, so yeah, and they were so inexpensive. Next up, I have a few fragrances from Riffs. So this one is called Bella Rouge. It is an EDP. It reminds me of Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. I would say the one from Armaf smells more like the Coco Mademoiselle, but this is not bad. This is a really good fragrance, and you know, just very similar to Coco Mademoiselle. Definitely gives off that essence. It's got gardenia, it's got rose in the middle, there's bergamot and orange at the top, amber, patchouli and musk in the base, and yeah, definitely gives off of Coco Mademoiselle vibes. Okay, I really like that one. You know it's getting serious when you've got your glasses and you need your glasses to see. Right. Next up, I've got Rose de Soleil. I mean, check the packaging. Just check the cap. How elaborate is this cap, alright? So this one is another alternative for Scandal by JPG. It's got honey. Oh, it's sweet. It's decadent. It's just absolutely delicious. So there's peach, there's jasmine, there's honey, there's mandarin, there's beeswax, there's licorice, there's patchouli, there's caramel. It's jammy, it's delicious. The performance on this as well is really, really good. Great quality. I like it. I like it, especially as I'm not really a Scandal fan. I love so Scandal, but the Scandal fragrance for me always just feels a bit too sweet. This one is a really, really good balance, so definitely try this one out if you find the Scandal is a bit too rich for you. Okay, so this one, please bear with me, I'm not trying to butcher the name, I'm just as much as I can, is N-U-S-U-K, Nusuk. So this is Anna Awal Golden, and this to me is the very best Gerjoff Eba Pura alternative that I have ever come across. It's smooth. It's smooth. It gives you off the jump the Eba Pura vibes at an alternative price. So I definitely layer them. I wear them together. I wear more of this and a little bit of the Eba Pura because anybody got time to be spending a lot of money on niche fragrances, so we gotta make it work. Yeah, that's all I can say about this. If you haven't tried this one, you are definitely missing out. If you like Eba Pura, definitely pick this one up. It is the best alternative that I have come across, and just look at that packaging. Look at that bottle. Look at that bottle. It's so freaking beautiful. Okay, next up, I've got this one from Fragrance World. This is Hibiscus Magic. And I got this because this is supposed to be a dupe for Hibiscus Mahajad from Maison Crivelli. And I am still waiting for this fragrance to kind of macerate, because right now it's smelling rough. It's not smelling refined. And please, what is this cap? What is this foam boardness that is this cap? Like, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best for this one, but so far I am not impressed. I know a lot of people like it, but either I got a dud or I just need to leave it to macerate, which I've been doing for the last couple of months, or it's just my nose not liking it, because this is not working. But anyway, hopefully you have better luck with this one, and if you want to try it out, then definitely let me know if you've got this in your collection, if you've tested it, and what do you think about it. Because for me right now, it's just sitting there. I'm refusing to spray it until next autumn, winter time, and then we'll see what we're working with. Next up is this one from French Avenue, and this is Liquid Brun, and this is supposed to be an alternative to Alpha from Perfumes de Mali. And either, I don't know, I'm not 100% sold on this fragrance. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it comes off smelling a little bit metallic, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, it is supposed to be an exact alternative. I'm yet to sample that fragrance, so I can't tell you for definite. What I can tell you is it does have vanilla, it has cinnamon, it's a bit spicy, it's a little bit sweet as well, definitely leans warm, and there is vanilla in this. It's supposed to be a deep, cozy, warm, woody type of vanilla. I'm yet to feel all of the things that I've described. It's nice, but it's just not, yeah, it's not blowing me away. So anyway, that's that one. And lastly, I have a Royal Blend Nero. Royal Blend Nero is also from French Avenue. This definitely gives me the camera vibe. It is, it's spicy, you've got cinnamon, it's got vanilla in it, it's ambery, it's very warm, it's woody, it's lovely. I really like this one. I'd probably say I prefer it to camera, to be honest, just because it's a little bit smoother. There's tonka in it, there's nutmeg, it does have that sharpness when you open it from the bergamot, but I like this one. It's a really nicely blended fragrance. I think not a lot of people speak about it. To be honest, there's so many camera dupes or alternatives out there that are all duping Angel's Share one way or the other, so I know people can get inundated, but if you're able to get your nose on this one, I recommend that you try it. This one and the two from Gulf Orchid, definitely tried them as well. They're really good, and the packaging is very similar as well. All right, so that's everything from this top layer. We've gone through all my fragrances here. So next up, we're going to move over to the glass display, and we're going to see if we can get all those. We're gonna see if we can go through all the fragrances in the glass shelf in this video. So let's go. Okay, so basically this is the glass shelf. Sorry, this is my bookcase, and then this is the glass shelf. I keep my jewelry up here. I keep my cute Kayali bag with some samples, and all the way down you see the fragrances. So I will show you one after the other, so let's go. Starting off with the first shelf, I've got the Forever Mood Hard to Get. Let me zoom in a bit. These angles are so difficult to get, honestly, you guys, but anyway, we'll make it work. This is Forever Mood Hard to Get, and this was hard to get. I remember going into a few Sephoras in the States and finally sampling all of them, and this is the one that I fell in love with. This is the closest one I'd say. Smells like Lyra, smells like Acro Bake. It gives you that lemon vanilla essence. The only thing I hate is the cap. It's very difficult to just take off, you know. I love the packaging, but the cap is just really challenging, plus it's so sharp and pointy. Other than that, it smells absolutely fantastic. Next up is the very first fragrance from Charlotte Tilbury. This is Scent of a Dream, and I love this fragrance. This is actually the second bottle of this fragrance that I have, and I know that it's discontinued, and I'm very sad that it's discontinued. It's a beautiful floral fragrance. I wear this to work. It smells amazing, doesn't fail to get me compliments. Love the packaging of this. I prefer this to the new packaging. I just feel like this is quite unique. It's sort of like your vanity staple. Like, it looks really pretty. It's woody, it's ambery, it's got a bit of spice. There's a bunch of notes, including black pepper, so you do have some fruity, some citrus notes. There's tuberose in this one, there's incense, there's violet, there's jasmine. It's a very well balanced fragrance, and honestly I'm looking for another bottle. So if there's somebody selling it at a reasonable price, do hit me up on Instagram and let me know, because I'm quite sad that this has been discontinued. Jumping into the Jessica Simpson fragrances, the packaging just always speak girl next door. Very cute, very fancy, and this is Fancy Forever by Jessica Simpson. I love the packaging, like I said, but it's also a floral fruity fragrance. There's lychee, there's mandarin orange, apricot. It's very sweet. Yeah, I like to wear this to bed, and I also like to wear it in the summer months. This was a gift actually, and I do need to wear it more because it is an easy reach fragrance. You don't really have to think too much about it. It tells you exactly what you're gonna get. No hidden surprises. It does have vanilla in it, so what's not to love? Yeah, I definitely need to reach for this one more. Who remembers this one from Elizabeth Arden? Like, this fragrance is very hard to find now, but this is Elizabeth Arden Fifth Avenue Royale. This is a beautiful winter, autumn winter type of fragrance. It's absolutely stunning. Bargain price. It's long lasting, it's rich, it's decadent, it's got liquor in it, it's got raspberry, it's warm. It's just, yeah, it's warm. It's got a bit of leather, but I feel like the leather is what gives it its depth. And like I said, it's woody, it's sweet, it's spicy, it's warm, it's everything that you'd expect in the colder month. And it's such a shame that this one as well has been discontinued. I always feel like they discontinue like the really nice fragrances. Like, don't get me wrong, this bottle is crazy obnoxious, like it's just tall for nothing, but the quality of the fragrance is insane, and it's another one that I'm looking out for, and I actually need to wear it. I need to wear it a little bit more. Next up, from the 7 Virtues, I've got Candied Lychee, and it's exactly like it states. It's a floral fruity fragrance. Lychee is the main note. Simple composition. You've got lychee at the top, you've got peony in the middle, then vanilla, crystal amber in the base. It's supposed to be an alternative to Kayali lychee, and it's also an alternative to lychee rose nest. Like, honestly, because lychee is such a strong, it's such a strong, unique note. It's almost easy enough to say that it smells like any lychee leaning fragrance, but I get flirty vibes. I get free summertime fine type of vibes with this fragrance, and definitely one that I will be reaching for in the summer months. Next up, I've got Ultrema Vanille. This is a simple vanilla fragrance. There is nothing to it. Simple compilation or composition, great for layering. This is what it looks like at the back. It's a very typical, basic, but you know where you're getting vanilla scent. You've got vanilla, you've got cotton candy, and that's about it. Yeah, so it is exactly as it states on the tin. Great for layering, and it's an eau de toilette, and I actually do like to use it to layer up my fragrances. Next up is from the Perfume Lab, which is a dupe house, and I intend to get more actually from them because I do like their formulation. This one is called Madagascar 46, and it's an alternative to Dior Vanilla Diorama or something like that. It's the vanilla one anyway. And this one, there is some spicy notes to it. It's got pink pepper, there's lemon, there's orange, there's also rum, so it does have a bit of a boozy kick. There's cacao, cardamoms, quite, like I said, quite spicy. There's bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli. So I haven't actually sampled the vanilla diorama. I actually probably will do tomorrow, maybe if I go out. But this to me is a perfect autumn winter scent, and I do like to wear this. I also like to layer it, and I remember when I purchased this, the color wasn't as dark as this, so definitely it's darkening with time, which for me just means that it's getting lovelier as is, you know, as the time goes by. But definitely check out the Perfume Hub if you haven't. Another one from an Inspired By house, which sadly is no longer in existence, is AIXO. I don't know how you pronounce it, but they came out with quite a few really well balanced and great alternatives to some popular fragrances. Sweet Shop Sermon is one of them. This is supposed to be a dupe for Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and I prefer this one to Lost Cherry. The notes on it, you've got black cherry, cinnamon, almond, vanilla, jasmine, tonka bean, and Peru balsam. So I don't really talk too much about this anymore because you can't get your hands on this, but it's better than the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, I'll tell you that. So it's really nice. Again, others from from another dupe house, you've got Dialect, and this one is called Jasmine Waterfall. I believe This one is the one that smells like J'adore, I think. And I kid you not, J'adore, it does smell. Like this for me is a really good alternative to J'adore. It's just as smooth, very nice, great quality, decent performance. Like J'adore to me is a beast mode performance, an understated beast mode performance. This one, the performance isn't as great, but if you're looking for the same scent for less, then definitely check out this one. And the other one, I need to check out what this one is a duping. This one is called Praline Lavish. She is a dupe of Muglia Angel. Oh yeah, definitely Angel. I should have just opened it and smelled it myself. I would have probably been able to guess, but it's, yeah, definitely OG Angel, giving the OG Angel vibes. But again, the performance doesn't really match. We know OG Angel is beast mode crazy performance, but again, if you're looking for the same scent, same DNA for less, definitely check out this one. Next up, I have a few fragrances from Theodoros Kalutinis, and this is Pier Gelato. Pier Gelato is sweet, it's decadent, it's just delicious. Simple formulation again. There's Pierre, cone waffle, vanilla, milk, sugar. It still has the DNA and essence of the Theodoros Kalutini line. Like there's something in there that will make you know that it comes from this fragrance house, but nonetheless, it is a gorgeous gourmand scent. It's just so delicious. Pairs really well with any tart, sharp type of fragrance, and I love to play around with that one. On the flip side, I've got Caramel Oud. Now, Caramel Oud isn't exactly like you would expect it to smell. It doesn't smell bad. I really do like the way it smells, but I was expecting a bit of oudiness, a bit of jammy caramel to really come through. It isn't exactly like that. It's a bit more spicy. Where are my sample strips? Bear with. So I can remember. It's a bit spicy. Yeah, it's still sweet, but it's a little bit too spicy in my opinion for it to be, you know, for the name to carry weight. I do get the oud, and the caramel just sort of creeps in towards the end, but I get more of the spicy saffron. But anyway, it is still a very gorgeous standalone fragrance. I like to wear this on its own. And again, when I purchased this, the color wasn't, I don't think the color was as dark as that, so I love that it's darkening with time. Another one that isn't exactly as I expected it to be is the vanilla scent, okay? And when I purchased this, I was looking for a standard vanilla fragrance, right? But it is a vanilla fragrance, but there's just something in it that doesn't give off the immediate vanilla scent. Like, you do get the creaminess of a vanilla, but there's also just something there that just makes it slightly different. I don't know if it's just the DNA of the Theodoros line, but there's just something that's stopping it from being that, you know, simple vanilla formulation like the Ultramare one. Like, you know, this is a vanilla scent. This one, I question it sometimes if it's actually vanilla. In saying that, the one that is exactly as it states is creme brulee, right? So the creme brulee one is exactly that. It smells like creme brulee. And it's so delicious. It's so delicious. Love the packaging of it as well. Very sweet. It's got coconut milk, it's got vanilla, burnt sugar, whipped cream. It's absolutely delicious. I enjoyed layering this throughout the summer months as well, and throughout the colder months too. So this is a really good standalone fragrance, but I enjoyed layering it as well. Next up is Chloe EDP. Standard, beautiful Chloe scent. Smells very feminine, gorgeous floral fragrance. It's long lasting. It's sophisticated. If you know, you know. Nothing more to say about Chloe. Then I have Golden Nectar from Nest. This is another one that I bought from the States. Again, it's another gorgeous vanilla scent. And yeah, there's nothing more. There's nothing more to say. There's another one I wanted to get when I went to the States recently, and I couldn't get it just because it wasn't available. But I would say that it's a really elegant vanilla scent. It's got some powderiness to it. It's very pretty. You know, it's okay. It's not crazy, like amazing, but it is okay for what it is. All right. Another uncomplicated vanilla is Vanilla Sky from Skylar Clean Beauty. This one is got vanilla, you've got cinnamon, jasmine in the middle, you've got cappuccino. I don't really get much of that. There's cappuccino at the top. There's sweet orange, bergamot. You've got caramel, amber, sandalwood in the base. To me, I get the vanilla. I do get a little bit of the caramel. It's very sweet. It's powdery. It's woody. And yeah, it's comforting. It's relaxing. Great layering scent. And that's about it. I wouldn't wear it on its own unless if I'm wearing it to bed, just because the performance isn't everything I expect. It's too moderate. But if you like, you know, if you don't want your fragrance to be headache inducing, then probably this works for you. And then the only fragrance that I have in full-size bottle from Sana Jardin is Incense Water. Now, I love this bottle. Okay, it's a 50 ml bottle, and I love this bottle. I have a review of this on my YouTube channel, sorry, on my Instagram. But it's a beautiful rose fragrance. You've got rose in the middle. It's spicy. It's fresh when you spray it. You've got some of the lemon. It's musky. It's woody in the dry down. It's a beautiful, spicy rose. Next up is Byredo Bal de Freak. And it's a great everyday scent. Initially, I wore this in the summer months, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't liking the way it was transforming, so I decided to wear it in the cooler months, and I think I prefer it in the cooler months. It's a lovely scent. It smells great. It's calm. It's simple. It's safe. Yeah, I love it. But I would definitely recommend autumn winter vibes. I just feel like you get the best out of this particular fragrance. Another safe everyday type of fragrance, no brainer, easy, is Signature by Mont Blanc. This is cozy. It smells fresh. It smells clean. Beautiful citrus opening. It's an everyday elegant fragrance. There's clementine in the opening. You've got magnolia, ylang ylang, peony in the middle. There's vanilla, there's white musk, and benzoin in the base. But like I said, it's a beautiful citrus opening, great for everyday wear, to school, to work. Beautiful dry down. The vanilla really does shine through. It's comforting. It's very nice. I loved it so much that I blind bought, like, who does this? I blind bought this follow-on fragrance. So this one is Mont Blanc Signature Absolute, and I blind bought this one. Is its sweet counterpart. There's pear, mandarin orange, pink pepper in the opening, and then in the middle you've also got ylang ylang, you've got frangipani, you've got tuberose, there's tonka bean and cedar in the base. So it does have that tropical essence of a floral fruity fragrance. So I do like this one as well. Great alternative, or great go-to fragrance for the summer months. And yeah, I got it this year summertime, so I need to wear it. And then lastly on the shelf is the one that I unboxed in part 1. So this is Bao Talenti, and we're not going to talk about it because I haven't worn it. So we're just going to put it down there. Okay, we're gonna do the next shelf and then I will stop here. So we're gonna speed through this next shelf, okay? Gotta speed through it. So first up is the lady who needs no introduction. You've got Billie Eilish. If you know, you know. Comforting, beautiful fragrance, dark chocolate. Is it dark chocolate or cacao? I think it is dark chocolate. Actually, I take it back. It is cacao. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Then this one, I actually have to go find the name of this one because even with my glasses, I cannot see the bottom. But I bought this for nostalgia. Oh, a bit of nostalgia. My mom used to wear this. How do I even search for the name of this fragrance? Wait, let me try and find it. I found it. So this is Louis by Cackerel, and I bought this for nostalgia. A bit of nostalgia because, like I said, my mom used to wear this fragrance when we were growing up, and I loved it on her. Like, this is a tribute to Iris. It's a beautiful Iris fragrance, and you've got some jasmine, there's mimosa, there's orange, but the heart is where the iris is. This came out in 1987. Let that sink in. This came out in 1987. I'm not saying this particular bottle, but it was formulated in 1987. So I wanted a little bit of nostalgia in my collection, so I got it. Haven't worn it. Will I wear it? I don't know. Next up is this one from Kylie Jenner. This is called Cosmic. Again, I was drawn to the bottle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was drawn to the bottle when I purchased it. But having worn her, I know that she's a safe, everyday type of fragrance, and I tend to reach for her when I'm just looking for that safe, without thinking, will go with anything. So it is a beautiful floral fragrance. Performance is not there, but that's neither here nor there. The packaging is everything, and it's a safe fragrance. There is jasmine, there's peony, there's vanilla, you know, there's musk. It's a gorgeous, safe floral fragrance. Need I say more? Next up is the only Moschino fragrance that I have, and this is Toy to Pearl from Moschino. This is another floral fruity fragrance, and you guessed it, there are a lot of citrus notes at the start, like sharp notes. So there's lemon, there's sorbet, there's also oregano, which oregano is like a herby fragrance, so that mixed in with the citrus would be actually really, really solid. There's freesia, there's jasmine. I'm looking on Fragrantica right now and I'm seeing sand. Please, how does sand smell? For goodness sake, how does sand smell? It's just gonna smell metallic or something, but how does sand smell? For goodness sake, eh? But anyway, the base, there's musk, cypress, and vetiver, and it's simple. It smells fresh, it smells aromatic, it smells clean, it smells spicy, you know, sometimes it smells sweet. So yeah, it's interesting. Performance isn't great, but like I said, that's neither here nor there. You can always decant. Another floral fragrance, this time from Prada. This is Prada Femme. And I haven't really worn this one, so I can't really give you too much information other than it is a sophisticated fragrance. I sort of reserved this for, like, I don't like to say special occasions, but it's not a floral fragrance that I just reach for. It's quite warm even as a floral fragrance, but I would say that this would be great all year round. I don't think there's been a season where I felt, oh, I can't wear this. Definitely signature scent worthy. There's something up actually on my bottles bothering me. I will definitely say it's a signature scent worthy fragrance, and yeah, that's what I'd say. Then I have a few from Estee Lauder. This one is called Dream Musk, and as you can tell from the dent in my bottle, I do like this one. I wear this one to bed quite a bit, just because it is quite musky. It does smell clean as well. Yeah, just because it is quite musky, it smells fresh, it smells clean, it's aromatic, it's fruity. Yeah, I like this one. It's a beautiful floral fragrance. I like to wear it to bed personally. And then the other one that I have, oh, don't break my glass. The other one that I have is Tender Light, and this one I tend to wear at home, just because it is quite a comforting type of fragrance. I'd say simple, comforting fragrance. Standout notes definitely is the iris in this one. Iris, there's also bergamot in the middle to give it that spicy kick, but it's simple, fresh, clean, everyday, professional, work from home friendly type of scent. So I tend to wear this when I'm working from home, to be fair. And then the last one, oh, from Estee Lauder is Bronze Goddess. Yeah, I'm not gonna say much about this. If you know, you know. It's a simple fragrance, simple everyday floral fragrance. I have two fragrances from Elie Saab, and this one is Girl of Now. I actually have a review of this, sort of review, first impression if you like, on my YouTube shorts, and I'm liking this. To me it smells like La Vie Belle. I don't know, that's what I'm leaning towards. It smells like La Vie Belle, and yeah, that's the description. It's got almond in it. It's unique enough, it's classy, it's sophisticated. Definitely still gives me La Vie Belle vibes. Like, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Okay, and then the second one that I have is Girl of Now Shine. And this one is a sweet floral fruity fragrance. It is gorgeous, great performance. Oh, it smells absolutely delicious. Very, very delicious. There's pineapple, bitter almond, there's vanilla, there's also iris in this one, which is quite a unique smell, and I like it. You can tell from my dent that this is a great everyday work friendly type of fragrance that will get you compliments and people will ask what you're wearing because it is unique enough. Next, I have my favorite floral fragrance, and this is Florentina. If you've been following me on socials, you know I absolutely love this. I've repurchased at least 8 bottles in my lifetime of this perfume, and I also have a baby, and I have a few decants of it as well because I like to have it. This is a quintessential like when they say show me a floral fragrance, I'll say this. Recommend a floral fragrance, this. It's an eau de toilette but performs like it's on steroids. This thing is great performance, absolutely gorgeous, stunning scent. And the baby is so cute. Ooh, the baby is so cute as well. Like, she's like, look at me, it's so cute. I love it. This one my son got me, actually. I think it was for Mother's Day or for my birthday. I think it was Mother's Day. And this is from Monotheme Venezia, and I do want to try more from them because I was pleasantly surprised by this one. This one is called White Gardenia, and it's one of those just simple floral fragrance. You don't have to think too much. Nice citrus opening, gardenia in the middle, musk and woody notes. Simple, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's simple, and I definitely want to check out more from this line because it's just, yeah, it's just a lazy girl fragrance. Like, it's a lazy floral. You're not trying too much, and it just gives you everything it states on the bottle. It gives you, plus it's an eau de toilette and performs really, really nicely. Next up, I've got Calvin Klein Obsession. She Needs No Names. Great for the warmer months, sorry, for the colder months. It's an amber, gorgeous amber fragrance. Very, very nice OG scent. Speaking of OG scents, if you know, you know. Euphoria by Calvin Klein is another great one. This was another Mother's Day gift, and I do love this fragrance. Great performance. absolutely stunning. I do want to try more of the Euphoria fragrances, but this is still the only one that I've got my nose on. And finally, on the shelf, I've got Hugo Boss The Scent Les Parfums. Again, another beautiful floral fragrance. That is it, you guys. I'm gonna stop part 2 of my fragrance collection here. So we've gone through some of my Middle Eastern fragrances. We've also gone through some of my perfume alternative houses, if you like. I've got some signature fragrances as well. I've also got a few niche ones that I've shown you. And yeah, I think next in my part 3, I will be going through my Okja, my Zara fragrances, and we will probably tackle the last, so this bottom layer, which I'm going to show you. Yeah, this bottom layer has the rest of my Middle Eastern fragrances, so we'll probably do that in part 3. So I hope you're enjoying this video series. If you are, please don't forget to hit a thumbs up and share the video with your friends and family. I'd love to have you on this journey with me. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It just means that you'll get notifications anytime I release a video, and it will just make it a lot easier for you to communicate and connect with me. Also, if you've got any questions, comments, suggestions, thoughts about any of the fragrances that I'm showing, or if you've got any recommendations that you think I need to check out, then definitely leave it in the comment section below, and I will catch you in a future video. And take care of yourself. Bye.